way or another, or extended child's pose. But today, let's take a seated Sukasana beginning. Rest your hands one on the other in your lap. And close your eyes now. Bringing yourself onto your mat in spirit, mind, and body. Lengthening and growing the spine long and tall. Beginning to soften though into the body, though we're sitting upright. So softening the shoulders away from the ears. Softening into the face. Softening the forehead. Softening the eyes behind their eyelids. Softening the cheeks. Softening the muscles of the jaw. Softening the lips. Letting the tongue rest gently on the roof of the mouth. And now softening your breath. Feeling and noticing the breath. Breath awareness. Noticing the cool air flowing in at the tip of the nose. Flowing in in that space between the upper lip and the tip of the nose into the nostrils. So flowing air coming in, cool, fresh air. Filling the lungs, filling the whole body with fresh new energy, fresh new life force. Taking a little pause at the top of the breath, just a momentary pause, and then letting the breath go, releasing, flowing out. So inviting cool air in, then holding it just a brief moment, and then letting warm air out, letting the warm breath flow out. Flowing in, flowing out. Using your breath as an anchor into this present moment. Feel as though your breath is drawing you in to the present moment. Present moment awareness. So find that place where you feel your breath the strongest, whether it be the nose, the nostrils, the throat, the top of the chest, the lungs, the back, the side ribs, the lower ribs, the belly. Wherever you feel your breath the most strongly, focus your attention there. So this is a choice point, choosing to focus, choosing to be attentive. A small choice, but fairly significant in that you can choose to be present. And if distractions occur, choosing to note the distraction, whether thought or external noise or anything else that could distract you. Choosing to notice and not follow that path. Choosing to focus back on your breath. Follow your breath intimately. So choosing to take this class, choosing to take a rest, a less vigorous exercise today, that's your choice. Maybe you've chosen because you feel your body needs a rest, or that you feel the need to give yourself this gift of time this morning. So feeling the breath flow in and out. And now your choice of mantra. A mantra is a focusing tool that can help you on and off your mat. So let's spend the next few moments in this quiet silence to develop your personal mantra today, something that deeply resonates with you. It can start with a word that feels particularly salient today, and then adding a few words to it to create your mantra. For instance, if you find peace as your word, you could use I am peace. Or you can choose to say to yourself, I inhale peace. I exhale struggle. So even using opposites together. So begin to create your mantra. It's like your intention. I am. It can be I am here, I am present, I am content, or I am enough. Whatever deeply resonates with you. Repeat that a few times to yourself silently. See it, feel it. Let it permeate you completely, your whole body, your spirit, your mind. Slowly opening up your eyes. Keeping your awareness on your breath today. So keeping that lovely focus on the breath to guide you and keep you within your present moment awareness. Let's take extended child's pose on blocks. So taking your blocks, taking your hands onto your blocks, reaching the hands forwards onto your blocks, and then dropping the heels and buttocks towards one another. So bottom drops down to heels. If you need to place something between the buttocks and the heels, if your knees or legs are a little tight to create a little lift, then please do so. Listen to your body, be aware, listen to the signals it's sending you. And if anything hurts or is feeling too much, then back away from it. Don't overdo it. There's no need to overstretch today or overextend. With the hands on the blocks, press the hands into the blocks and then start to press the armpits down towards the floor. Allow the head to drop between the arms so the forehead rests gently on your mat. Drawing your navel to spine, scoop the belly up. So pressing the torso downwards, releasing, letting go. Following your breath intimately. Using the breath so as you exhale long, releasing out. Let's all take a lovely deep breath in. Fill the lungs completely. Really fill them up. In through the nose. Hold the breath. And then open the mouth and sigh the breath out. Empty the lungs completely. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale deeply, fill the lungs completely. Hold the breath. Contain it. And then exhale, sigh the breath out, fully letting go. One more. Now letting the breath settle back to its natural rhythm. Pressing the armpits down that little bit more. 2 more breaths here. Then inhaling, going to lift the hips up, coming up with the body. Take the blocks to the side. Let's thread the needle. A couple of options here will be to reach the arm forward or to reach the arm up to the sky and bind behind the back. You choose, your choice. So first, setting yourself up in tabletop. Knees hip distance apart, hands beneath the shoulders. Inhaling, reaching the left arm up to the sky. Pressing your weight into your right hand, look up to your hand. Taking a little twist. Then exhale, threading your left hand down to the right. And then placing yourself onto your left shoulder, onto your left arm. Your left arm becomes the sort of support to the side. Then resting onto your left temple, onto your left cheek. Walk your right arm forwards. Walk it forwards and then press the armpit down to the mat. Your left hand, the palm facing up. If it helps you, close the eyes. If it helps you, follow your breath. Making the exhales a little longer than the inhales. Choosing now, if you wish, to reach the right arm up to the sky on a breath in, look up. And then threading the arm behind the back to reach towards the left thigh. So right arm reaching behind the back. Pulling the right shoulder back. Squeeze into the waist, into the abdominal area. Just to twist that little bit more. 3 more deep breaths. Nice and steady, nice and slow. Replanting your right hand to the mat. Push into that hand to come back to tabletop. Over to the other side. So this time the right arm reaches up. Float the arm up to the sky, look up. And then to thread it through over to the left, palm facing up. Shoulder, right shoulder into the mat. Really connect that shoulder to the mat and the right temple, the right cheek. Walk the left arm forward so your arms are in an L shape or a right angle. Then press the left armpit down towards the floor. Deep, steady breaths. On an inhale to reach up. If you wish, your choice, left arm up. Thread your arm behind your back towards the right thigh. Then roll the left shoulder back, looking up.
Keep the attachment of the navel to spine drawing in. Uddiyana Bandha. 3 more breaths. On an inhale, re-extend your left arm to the sky, then place it down into the mat. Press into that hand, coming back into your tabletop. Puppy pose next. So keeping your knees hip distance apart, begin to walk your hands forward. Slowly bringing the forearms down towards the mat, chin down or forehead. So choices to look forwards between the hands, but be conscious of the sensation in the neck. You don't want to over squeeze the neck. If it does not feel good, don't do it. You can send your hands a little bit further forward so that the hips are no longer over the knees. And bring the chest down towards the floor. Three more breaths. Inhaling, slowly pressing into the hands, slowly, walking the hands back. Scoot the belly up, engage into the abdominal area. Up onto our knees. Into gate pose. So we're going to extend the left leg out to the side. A little click there in the hips, maybe. So stacking the right hip over your right knee. Going to reach the left hand down the left leg. So reaching sideways. And then reaching the right arm alongside the right ear. So we're stretching all the way down the right side of the body and compressing into the left. Can lift your gaze up beyond the right arm. Steady breaths. With every exhale, maybe feeling you can reach that a little bit further towards the left. Then inhaling to draw your right arm up to the sky. And then reaching the arms upwards together. Exhale, hinging from the hip creases. Reach forwards, forwards, forwards. Walk the hands forwards. Drop the head between the arms. So your hip is stacked over your knee, or your knee is stacked below the hip. So keeping that alignment there. Pressing firmly into the hands. Inhaling to walk the hands back. Exchange sides. So right leg to the side. Left hip over left knee. Reaching the right arm along the right leg. The left arm alongside the left ear. So we're not reaching down with the chest. The chest is reaching forwards. Lift your gaze beyond your arm. With every exhale, reaching that little bit further over to the right, opening up into the left side body and compressing into the right. Feel that squeeze there. Steady, deep breaths. Let's take 3 more. In through the nose, out through the nose. Breath in, reaching the left arm to the sky. Arms reach up, and then hinging from your hip creases, start reaching forwards, forwards, forwards with the hands. Walk the hands forwards. Hip over knee. Pushing down. Pushing both armpits down towards the floor equally. Drop the head between the arms, forehead down to the mat. Two more breaths. Inhaling to lift the head, then walk the hands very slowly back. Sitting down on a block or a cushion if it feels better, because we're going to come into Gomukasana. Left leg underneath right, right leg folds over left. Tilt yourselves forward so you're leaning on your left knee, and then ease the bottom back down. At this point, if you feel there's too much strain in your hips or your knees, prop the hips up with a block or a cushion. So attempting to stack the knees one on top of the other. Have a strap to hand if you can't reach the arms in your cow face pose. We're going to reach the right arm up, then bend the elbow, reaching down towards the shoulder blades, and then the left hand reaches up from below. Clasp the hands together or grab hold of your strap. Pull your right shoulder, your right elbow back, the right elbow away from the head so that the spine is long and tall, completely straight. Take a deep breath in and then hinge from your hips, bringing your chest down towards your legs. Maybe resting the chin on the upper knee. Any areas of tightness, wherever you're feeling it. Arm. We all feel this is different in different places. Breathe into all of those areas. Exhaling long, releasing. Softening into the body. Using your breath. Three more breaths. On a deep inhale, slowly bringing your chest upright and release. Gently, gently. Very intense stretch in the front. Into the triceps. It might be that you're in onto your hands. Switch the legs over. So now right leg is turned underneath. Left leg on top, so tilting yourself forward so you're leaning on that right knee, and then setting up the legs. Noticing if this side feels, when you have the legs bound the other way, whether they feel different. My hips feel completely different one side to the other, because we often have a slight twist or an imbalance, if you like, in the pelvis. We're not completely symmetrical. Things are kind of out of whack a little bit. So now reaching the other arm up, left arm up, bring the hand down to reach between the shoulder blades and then reach up. So hips aren't always level, pelvis not always level. So you'll feel that definitely in this pose. So first straightening up with the spine. Keep the elbow away from the head so you're not pushing yourself one way or another. So keep the elbow back, away from the head. Big breath in, lift and length, then exhale, forward fold over the legs. Noticing any difference also in the shoulders, in the arms. Sit with the sensations you feel. If they're painful, of course, please stop. But if it's just a sensation of a tightness or a sensation that is a good one, then sit with it. With every exhale, softening down the chest a little bit more onto the legs. 3 more breaths here.
choices, making lots of little choices. Inhaling to come up, and then lying down on your front, we're going to take our Pretzel Arms, which is another lovely shoulder opener. So you can use your blanket for this to soften your landing onto the floor. So having your blanket lengthways along your mat. Come to lie down on your fronts and then reaching one arm, the arms in opposite directions, one arm in front, the other behind. So you choose which one goes on top. Left arm in front of right, or right arm in front of left, it doesn't matter. Reach the arms in opposite directions. You can roll the legs onto the legs with the ankles in and the toes out. So externally rotating into the legs, then let the hips and legs soften, so no tension there. Choice is to have the palms facing up or down. Allow the head to rest on the upper arm. Breathe into your shoulders, releasing, softening, soothing breath. Feel your whole body melt into the floor. Letting go completely. Three more breaths. This is a lovely stretch for across the shoulders, upper back. Then to take a breath in, lift the chest off, slide the elbows, wiggle the elbows closer together, and then exchange the arms, the other one behind the other. So now opposite arms to before. Check in on the legs and the hips, just give them a little wiggle jiggle to check they're not holding on to any tension. We don't want any tension in the lower limbs. Keep the eyes closed if it helps. Focusing on your breath. Use that anchor point. If you find yourself distracted or by thoughts or noise, then notice this distraction and then choose to think more of your breath. Follow your breath. Use that for your attention. Three more breaths. Inhaling to lift the chest. Slide the elbows towards each other. And then extend the left arm out to the side and roll your left shoulder and inner arm into the mat. Turn the palm of the hand upwards. Going to roll over onto your left side. Draw your left knee up into a right angle below you. And then lifting the right knee up to the sky. So you're pressing your foot into the floor. You can have your right hand in front of your chest. Pull your right knee back. So the knees are pulling apart, pushing apart. If it's available to you, you can reach the right hand to your left. Clasp the hands together. Pull the shoulders blades towards each other.
keeping the arms away from the body. 3 more breaths. Keeping the face relaxed. Inhaling. Release the arms. Drop the knees towards each other. Re-extend the legs away. And rolling over onto your front. Now it's the right arm that pushes into the floor. So rolling the right shoulder down into the mat. Turn the palm of the hand of the right hand up. Roll over onto your right side. Lift the right leg up into right angle like a recovery position. Then lifting the left leg, place the foot down into the floor. Lift the knee up, pointing the knee towards the sky. Push your left hand, a little spider fingers in front of your chest. Just apply a little bit of pressure into the floor. Roll the left shoulder back. And pull that left knee back away from the right. Little clasp of the hands behind the back if that feels good. Deep breath. 3 more. Inhale. Release the knees towards each other. Roll back down onto your tummy. Coming into a little cobra or little sphinx pose. So elbows, forearms down to the floor. Lifting the chest up. The elbows are tucked in. Forearms parallel, lift the chest. Lift the gaze, lift the heart. Take a breath in. Exhale, look to your right, over your right shoulder to your right ankle. So squeezing into the right side. It's like trying to touch your right shoulder down to your right buttock. Take a breath into center, a little squeeze the other way. Looking over your left shoulder, so you're pulling the left shoulder back and down towards the left buttock. Look to your left foot. And then inhale to center. Sitting on your knees, on your heels. Take a block or a cushion underneath the buttocks. Coming into hero's pose, so pad up underneath the bottom. Take a little eagle arm, so wrapping the right arm under left. Hands together. Straight spine, inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Draw your navel to spine and squeeze and lift into your pelvic floor. Three more breaths here. Lift the arms a little higher. Big breath in. Exhale, release down. Opposite bind, left under right. Wrap the arms. Hands together. Then inhale to lift. Lifting up. Navel to spine. Pelvic floor, little squeeze and lift. Lift the arms a little higher. Big breath in. Exhale, release down. Extending the legs in front of you now. Into staff pose, Dandasana. Flexing the feet towards you. Pushing the backs of the legs into the floor, hands alongside the buttocks. Roll the shoulders back and down. Straighten the spine as though you're pressing the back against the wall behind you. Draw your chin down to your chest. Draw your navel into your spine. Lift into the pelvic floor, so Mula Bandha. Chin to chest a little bit more. Strong, steady breaths. Three more. And slowly release. Taking a cushion or a bolster onto the shins. Have a strap if you need it to reach to the feet. We're going to do two versions of forward fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forwards over the legs. So grabbing hold of your strap or the side of the feet or the big toes. Breath in, lift and lengthen. Exhale, soften down. Have your elbows on your cushion that's on your shins. Drawing your belly down towards the thighs. With every breath out, softening and folding the body closer to the legs. Squeeze the thighs, give them a little squeeze, push the backs of the legs in. Fold down a little bit more. If you can wrap your hands beyond the feet, like you're reaching the wrists, drape the wrists over the top of the feet, then you can take them there. And relax into the head, into the face. Scooping the belly up. Take your elbows down onto your cushion. And then pointing the fingers in prayer in Atmanjali Mudra down the back. This intensifies the stretch in the backs of the legs, so breathe into your hamstrings or into your calves. Five more deep breaths. Two more. Keep drawing the belly in. Last deep breath in and out. Exhaling, releasing, slowly coming up. Taking your cushion or a block underneath your right buttock. So what we're going to do is prop up, but use the block maybe. So we're going to fold the right leg back as though in hero's pose. Do it sideways so you can see a little bit better. So take the block now underneath the left hip buttock and the right leg is folded underneath and the left leg is extended. Take a big breath in, flex the foot of the left foot, then extend forwards, forwards, forwards. Place the hands down, level out the shoulders. Lift and lengthen, exhale, folding down over the left leg. And then grab hold of the foot, keeping the shoulders as level as possible. Five more breaths. Long exhales. Three more. 2 more. Last deep breath in and out. Then inhaling to come up. So taking the block over to the other side. You need to extend the right leg. Fold the left leg under. Sometimes it helps to push the flesh away from the space, that crease point between the leg and the back of the leg and the calf. So sitting on the block with your right buttock, see if you can level out the hips so you're not tilting from one side to the other. Squeeze into the right thigh, flex the right foot. Inhale to reach. Exhale, reach forwards, forwards, forwards. Hinge forwards, hands down, level up the shoulders. Inhale, lift and lengthen that a little bit more. Then exhale, fold down over the leg. Taking hold of the foot. Round the sides. Elbows reaching down to the floor. Scoop the belly up. So belly lands on the thigh first, then it would be the chest, then the head. Breathe into the hamstring. This is fairly intense. So move to the point where you feel okay. Don't go too far. Your choice. Trianga Mukai Pada Paschimottanasana. So triangle forward fold. Three more breaths. Steady, long breaths. 2 more. Long exhales. Deep releases. Last one. Inhaling slowly, making your way up. Take yourself off your block. We're going to take a little Marichiyasana. We haven't done this for a while. So legs extend forwards, bringing your right foot in a hand's distance apart from the left. Then take your left hand to the outer left buttock. Reach the right arm to the sky. Now have your strap ready if you find you want to bind behind the back but you can't reach. So inhale, reach. Start to reach forwards towards your left foot. Then take the right arm, bind it behind the back, so wrapping around the leg. Tilt yourself slightly to the side so you don't tip to the side. Reach the other arm forwards. Wrap that behind your back and grab hold of your hand or your strap. Lift and lengthen, push into the foot, squeeze into the extended leg foot too. Exhale, forward fold. Keeping the left leg really active. You can tilt yourself over towards that left leg. So lift the right buttock off the floor a little bit. 3 more breaths. Inhaling slowly, unwrap the arms, unravel the arms. We're going to take a twist over to the right now. So taking your right hand behind your back, keep that left leg extended, roll the right shoulder back, lift the left arm to the sky, then we're going to hook it onto the outside of the right leg. Look over your right shoulder. If you can wrap the right arm behind the back towards the left thigh. Squeeze into the extended leg, flex that foot. 5 more breaths. Three more. One more deep breath in and out. Inhale to release. Then take a little counter twist over to your left. So reach your left hands to the left and then release the legs. Extend the right leg, bringing the left foot in, a hand's distance apart away from the right thigh. Right hand down on the outside of the right leg, reaching up forwards, first with the left hand to the right foot, then binding the left hand behind, around the left thigh. Reach forward to the right arm now, wrap it behind the back and grab hold of the wrist or the fingers, whatever you can grab. Keep that right leg really strong and active, flexing the foot. Inhale, lift, exhale, folding forwards. You can lift the left buttock off the mat. Maybe closing the eyes. Keep the focus and attention inwards. Find your anchor. Fully present, full present awareness. Three more breaths here. Long and full. Inhale to release. Let's go over to the left. So now you're going to wrap your right arm across your left knee. Twist to the side. You can have your hand behind you for support if you need it. Or wrapping the left hand behind the back to the right thigh. Squeeze into the right leg. Three more breaths. Revolving the chest round a little bit more. Inhale, releasing, letting go. Taking a little counter twist over to the right. And then back to center, release the legs. Into lizard now. Take your block. So we're going to take the foot onto a block at some point. Starting with the right leg forward. So step your right leg forwards. Slide the left leg back. Turn your right foot out 45 degrees. Start with your hands on the floor. Pushing the hips down towards the mat. Relax into the head, the neck, the face. Then working the elbows down to the mat. Prop your elbows up if you need to with a block or a cushion. But let the head go. Head hangs heavy. Now if you want to step it up a little bit, take a block. Push into the hands and pop your foot onto a block, your front foot. Bring the elbows back down. You can turn the knee out to the side, so dropping the right knee out to the side, so you're on the left, outer left blade of the right foot. You can even tuck the toes off the back leg. Lifting the leg off the floor. So feeling gravity pulling the hips down a little bit more into the mat. Slowly release the knee down if you had it lifted. Re-extend the leg. Coming into pigeon. Let's take a little lunge actually before we take our pigeon. Let's drop the hips down. Take your hands onto your right knee. And then lift the chest. Let's reach the arms to the sky. Drop the hips down a little bit more. And then reach the arms behind the back. Clasp the hands together. Open the chest up. Look to the sky. Lift your heart. Lift your gaze. Bringing your right foot across into pigeon. So making sure you're sliding the left leg back, level up the hips, and then folding forwards over your front leg. You can make a little pillow for your head or extend the arms away, reaching forward. Really reach the fingertips forwards and pushing the armpits down into the mat. With every exhale, releasing down that little bit more. Your choice to lift the right foot a little bit higher up. And then work yourself back down again, folding down over your front leg. Inhaling to come up. Taking lizard on the other side now. So stepping the left foot forwards, right leg back. Turn the left foot out 45 degrees. Start with the hands down, pushing the hips down towards the mat. Take a few breaths here. So progressively moving down with the elbows either onto a block or a cushion. Go to where you need to go to today. It's all about your choice. Soften into the shoulders. Check the head. No tension in the neck. The head's not the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Close the eyes if it feels good. And then taking the foot onto a block at the front foot, to lift the foot up. Elbows come back down again. Keep the little 45 degree turn out. Push onto the outer blade of the left foot and push the knee out to the side, working deeply into the hip. You want to tuck the toes, the back leg lifts off. So using gravity, sinking into the hips, into the hip flexors. Two more breaths. And dropping the knee down if you lifted the leg. Coming into pigeon. So taking your foot off your block. Heel toe the left foot across to the right. Extend the left foot folds in. Right leg extends back. Square off the hips to face forwards. Then folding down over your front leg. Reaching the arms forwards, fingertips reaching forwards. Or making a pillow for your head. Soften the chest down, the shoulders down. Melting the chest, the body down onto that leg. Feeling lovely stretch into the gluteals. If you want to, lift the left foot just a fraction higher. And then refold forwards. Notice any change. Be mindful of the knees. Don't twist in any way that's uncomfortable. 3 more breaths. Softening, releasing down into your mat. Taking a breath in. to ease yourself up. You'll take a little half splits now. Not full splits, just half splits today. Starting with the right leg forwards. So you're stacking your hip over your left hip over your left knee. Extend the right leg forwards. Reach your arms forwards. Then we're going to go forwards and backwards. Oh, we didn't do our low lunge on the other side. Let's do, we forgot that. Left leg forward, sorry. Let's do a little lunge on the right, with the right leg back, left leg forwards. Inhale, reach up. Clasp the hands behind the back. Open the chest. Look up skyward with your gaze. Sink the hips down a little bit more. And now into the half splits. Left leg back, right leg forwards. So onto your fingertips with the hands, forwards and backwards with the hips. Just working a little bit more. You can flex the foot towards you as you come back. And then stay back. Breath in, lift and lengthen. Exhale, reach the hands forwards and pull your foot towards you. Tick-tock the foot left and right. So just the foot moving from the ankle joint. Slowly. Of course, if you want to go into a full splits, then you can go into a full splits. Seeing how you feel today, if you want to. Of course you can. Take a full split or stay in your half split, your choice. On to the other side. Left leg forwards, right leg back. So dropping the foot down as you send the hips forwards and then flexing the foot towards you as you send your hips back. Light touch with the hands. So spider the fingers into the mat. One or two more of those, then staying back. So dropping the hips back so you're stretching into the front hamstring. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, reach the arms forwards beyond the feet. Folding down over your front leg. Then tick-tock the foot side to side. Staying here. Folding deeply over your front leg. Deep stretch into the hamstrings. Coming into a full split. If you just want to take a little full split, your choice. If you feel you want to have a little go. Entirely your choice. Then extending the legs forwards. Give the legs a little tap out. And then we're going to take a little backwards bend a little for a moment. So folding down, because we've been folding forwards, we need to stretch the back the other way. If you have a wheel, you can drape yourself over your wheel like this. So rolling onto your wheel with your back. Back pressing into the wheel, extend the legs. Head down, arms reach back. If you do not have a wheel, we will use a block to support the lower back. So folding down, rolling down onto your back, bring the feet in towards the buttocks, feet hip distance apart, lift the hips up and place a block underneath your sacrum, just above the coccyx, then reach the arms back. So staying here for a few deep breaths, either on your wheel or supported in your block, with your block underneath you in that kind of bridge position. Then we'll all do bridge together in a moment. Let's take another 5 deep breaths here. Two more. Soften into the shoulders, into the legs. Don't hold tension. One more deep breath in and out. Coming down off your block or off your wheel. Let's all do a supported with the hands bridged together. So rolling down onto your back. Bring the feet in. Peel the spine off the floor. You can hold on to the fronts of your ankles if you can reach. So that's an option. Driving the hips up, tucking the shoulder blades towards each other, wiggle them closer, drive the hips up. Or placing the hands underneath the lower back, wiggle elbows closer, drive the hips up with the heels of the hands pushing into the back of the hips. Let's stay here for 5 breaths. Squeeze the thighs towards each other. Deep belly breaths. Feel the belly balloon, filling with air, lifting and rising on the breath in, softening on the breath out. 2 more. 1 more. Exhale, slowly lowering down. Hug the knees to chest. And then take yourselves over to a wall. Going to take a little hangman on the wall. Just to finish off the back. So take whatever you have. You can take your mat over to the wall or a blanket. Start with your head up to the wall. So the crown of the head goes up against the wall. And then start to walk your hands up the wall. Reaching up as high as you can. Soften into the legs a bit. So don't tense too much into the legs and let the head rest and hang between the arms. 5 more breaths. Lift your hands a little higher if you can. Maybe a little squeeze into the glutes this time. Looking up. 5, 4, 3, press into the hands. 2, 1, soften, slide the hands, walk the hands slowly, slowly down to the floor. Make a little pillow for your head, hips side to side, rock side to side. Slowly coming up. Coming back to seated. Fold your right leg in. You're taking a little stretch in the left leg. So we're going to hold onto your left foot, cradle the foot. Little rock side to side. And then taking your strap or your hands, keep holding around the foot. Extend the leg up. Straighten the spine. Bring the leg in towards you. I'm going to do a little compass. Take the right hand on the outer blade of the left foot. Bring the left arm under and behind the shoulder, behind the leg. And then straighten the leg back out. The left leg straightens. As you look to the right beyond your right armpit. Slowly release. Other side, fold the left leg in, cradle the right foot. Opening up the hip. Then extend the leg. Holding on to the outer blades of the feet, inner blade and outer blade of the foot. Pull it in, elbows lift to the side. Pull your leg in towards you. Deep breaths. A little compass. So bending the leg, draw your right shoulder underneath that right leg. Bring the right hand down. Left hand on the outer blade of the right foot. Straighten the leg up. Look to your left. Stretching deeply into the legs. Shavasana to the side. Extend the left leg, right foot folds in. Then fold down towards the left leg, elbow down. Right arm reaches towards the left foot, so alongside the ear. Then reach your left hand forwards, palm facing up. Five more breaths. Keep the right hip glued down. Inhale to come up, switch sides. And stretch out every last little bit. Reaching to the right with the left hand, chest forwards, left side, glued down to the floor. Reach your right hand forwards, palm facing up. Five more breaths. Another two. Inhaling when you're ready, coming up. Coming into frog. So take your blanket for your knees to pad up under the knees. So blanket, long ways. Have a little cushion for your chest to land onto. The last few stretches and then relaxation time. So sliding onto the knees, coming onto the knees, then slide the knees apart. Turn the ankles in, toes out if you want, or point the toes behind you. Start to lean forwards, coming onto your elbows, slide the knees a little bit further apart. Find that point where it's just comfortable, a comfortable stretch. Then take your cushion for your chest to land onto. You can reach the arms forwards, or you can fold your elbows. Whatever feels best for you today. So your choice to flex the feet, turn the heels in, toes out. Slide the knees a little bit further apart. Melt the chest down onto the floor. If you want, you can take your cushion away. If you want to bring the chest down a little bit lower. You can even cactus your arms. Breathe into the hips. Maybe slide the knees a little further apart. Just go to that comfortable stretch point. Breathe deeply. Working with gravity here, easing down. 5 more breaths. Long, long exhales. You can breathe in for 4. Breathe out for 8. In for 4. Out for 8. Slowly sliding the chest a little bit further forward so you can send the legs back so the knees draw back together. Slowly coming over to sit back on your bottoms. 2 more postures. 2 more stretches. Upavista Konasana, then Parakonasana. So you can stay on your soft blanket, or you can sit on a cushion, straddle the legs, and then have your cushion for your belly to land onto. But first, lift and lengthen the arms up to the sky, reach up. Then hinging from your hip creases, very slowly reach forwards. Forwards, 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 forwards. The belly lands on your cushion, then the chest, then the head, then touch down with the hands. Turning the palms of the hands up. Releasing the head down onto your cushion, really let go. Pushing the backs of the legs though firmly into the floor, flexing your feet. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. Exhaling for 8. Do that 3 more times. If you want to take your cushion away and reach your hands to your feet, then do so. Releasing the head, the shoulders down towards the mat. Last deep breath in and out. Then inhaling, slowly push into the floor with the hands. Tilt back, bring your feet together, give your legs some loving assistance with your hands. Then draw your hips towards your heels, opening the knees to the side. Now, if it feels better for you, you can always sit on a block for Parakonasana. It can sometimes help you tilt forwards a little bit more, so give it a try. See if it helps. Draw the feet in, open the feet like a book, the soles of the feet like a book, pushing the knees down towards the floor. Straighten up the spine and tilt the chest forwards. If you can, bring the elbows down, palms facing up. Use the breath. So in for 4, out for 8. 2 more times. One more deep breath in and out. If your elbows are down, wiggle them further forwards, pray the hands, draw the hands down the back. Open the hips a little bit more. Press the knees down to the mat. Then slowly, slowly releasing. Popping on any warm clothes, socks. Don't get cold. Choices. Lying on your backs. In Shavasana, extend the legs. Take a little cushion or something underneath the knees. Prop up the legs. Or taking yourself into supported Supta Parakonasana. So props the underside of the knees. Or taking or taking the legs up the wall if you feel you want to elevate the legs for a little bit of lymph drainage. Your choice. Find what works for you today. So make yourselves comfortable. Even taking a cushion under the head, if that feels right for you today. Settling down. Taking the hands onto your navel, onto your belly. You're going to take some deep belly breaths. Close the eyes. Soften the face. Soften the brow, the cheeks. Soften the eyes deeply into their sockets. Rest the tongue in the roof of the mouth. Unclench the jaw. Relax the scalp, the back of the neck, the throat, and into the shoulders. Soften the shoulders down into the mat. Melt the arm muscles. Allow the arms to be heavy. Elbows, shoulders sinking into the floor. Soften into the upper back, the lower back, and chest. Feeling the rise and fall of your belly. Deep belly breath. Taking a full breath in, fill the lungs, fill the belly, feel it fill up like a big balloon. Separating the fingers. Feel the fingers separate as the belly balloons and lifts. Hold the breath, hold it. And then empty your balloon. Soften down. Release the breath out. Do 3 more of those in your own time. Fully expanding the lungs, fully expanding your balloon of your belly. And when you feel you can fill it no more, hold the breath for a few counts. And then release the breath out. Out through the mouth. Squeeze all the air out. Releasing out. One more deep breath. Balloon the belly, fill it. Fill the lungs, expand it completely. Hold. And let go. Taking your hands away from your belly now. Taking your arms wide, creating lots of space for the body. Allow the breath to simply flow back to its natural in and out rhythm. Circling your attention around your hips, glutes, buttocks, and groin. Soften any tension, anything you're holding on to there. Relax your legs, your knees, your shins, your calves, ankles, feet, and toes. And take a little scan through your body without judgment, without criticism, just taking note how your body feels. accepting what you see, embracing what you feel, saying it's okay. Coming back to your mantra, I am. Reaffirm your mantra to yourself a few times silently. So knowing all those little choices that you make, they add up. So imagine that your body is a vessel, a precious vessel. So big effects can come from small choices. And we do make them sometimes unconsciously every day. So make it conscious. So conscious choices, small choices that can add up and have a big impact. So steer your ship. Shift it slightly. Imagine you're traveling a big ocean. And if you steer your ship that little bit slightly a different way, or make those small little choices over a long time, a sustained long time, it can make a significant change. Small choices on how we nourish ourselves, when we nourish ourselves, what we eat, when we eat, and how we eat, for instance. Bedtimes, wake up times, small choices. They can be minute, but they can add up. Choices of when to rest. So choosing those times, choosing to listen to the body. Do you need to rest? Instead of more is more, sometimes less is more. So choosing to listen to your body's signals. So I'm going to read from my book today. And then I'll play my singing bowl to you. So today, November the 29th, let your heart open gently. Let your heart open gently, safely, surely, and certainly. Do not let others decide when or even if you will open your heart, when or if you will embrace love. Those choices are too big, too important to let others make them for you. Only you can decide when and how. There was a time when it wasn't safe to open your heart, maybe. Maybe pain was all around you. Maybe then you were not equipped to be that open. Maybe that time has passed. Maybe you have learned. Maybe you have grown. Maybe you have learned that you are a loving being. You know now that your love comes from within you. It is safe to open your heart. The universe awaits, ready, willing, and delighted to be able to help you open, the same way it aids the opening of a flower with the sun, the rain, the earth. So to deny your power and ability to love is to deny joy. To deny your loving essence is to deny yourself, your God, your divinity within you. So look around. It's not your location that makes you safe. It's where you are in your soul, in your mind, and in your heart that matters. That place is good. That place is safe. So open your heart, embrace life, and go joyfully on your way. So feeling the vibrations, the sounds that you hear now Focus on these positive vibrations. Soothing sounds, soothing positive vibrations. Slowly bringing your awareness back into the room. Maybe wiggling your fingers and toes. If you had propped up your knees or had extended the legs up the wall, then slowly bringing them down so that you can roll over on your right side into a little ball. Or if you want to give yourself a stretch, your choice. These are all your choices to make. And then when you are ready, bring yourself back to your cross-legged seated position. Keeping your eyes closed to keep the focus and attention inwards for one more minute. So sitting tall, straight spine, soft, soothed body. Noting how you feel. And then bringing your hands to your heart, your place of love and joy. So making your choices, however small they may be, they add up. Positive choices add up. Choosing your mantra, your intentions. Choosing when to rest, when to sleep, how to eat, what to eat. All those little choices. Choosing to love and be loved. I thank you, friends, for choosing to join me today in this stretch and relaxation class. The light in me honors the light that shines brightly within you. Thank you, and may peace be with you today, friends, and always. Take care, and hopefully see you again soon. Lots of love. Namaste. Bye. Have a lovely Sunday. Bye.